Let me do this.
Why are you letting kids host this? Alright.
Go ahead,
Nickelodeon.
Oh, snap.
Are you ready? He's ready.
Yeah, no, okay. But I can't text him on. Alright, Mike.
Yeah, your cue. Go ahead.
Alright.
No, it's not. It's not his cue.
Hold on. Oscar, if you say any stupid thing.
I got this.
I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna.
You ain't gonna talk. We'll get it out of you.
Boss.
We'll get out.
Trying to be a good boy.
I'm good.
We know you're social media star.
Wait. Cousin Skeether. What does Skeether mean?
The woman come, okay?
What does Skeether mean?
1990s. Do you see the show?
What does Skeether mean?
Do you see the show?
Skeether.
You skipped.
You ski.
Skeet. Lil John said skeet. And he said I skeet.
Stop trying to be a boy scout. Okay, we know the woman come.
What woman?
The woman.
More than one.
Show me your DM right now. Show me your DM.
I'll show you. The only woman I have is my mother and her sisters.
You're a liar. Those are your family women. They have a bouncing woman. The woman you can bounce in the bedroom. Let me see your DM. Just show me, flash your DM and let me see. Nonsense. Stop being trying to be all goody two shoes and shit.
DM is business.
We know the woman like
DM
that.
is business only.
Business.
It come with it. It come with your social media.
Do you have a booking? Do you have a booking agent?
Booking agent?
Yeah. So you check all your DMs. You know your
lying.
Oh my God.
You fucking lying.
Hey, is the camera on? Look at it. Look at it.
Look at that shit.
I already said it. Give me my phone. What's your phone bill?
Go sit down.
Embrace it.
Before I tell police you're underage drinking. This boy,
Donald Trump. Look what your country's going through. You see?
Yo, Oscar, be nice.
All right. When we queuing?
No. Alright.
The Jiggy Show, where Jiggy people do Jiggy things.
This is your boy Oscar, and this is a special episode of the Jiggy Show. I will be hosting it. To my right, I got the obvious, regular host, Bob, Jiggy Smooth. You know what to do. We got Omar to the left. We got Mr. Freak Nasty, Cousin Skeether, viral sensation, superstar, Instagram famous all over the world. From Amsterdam to Romania to Germany to your own backyard. 500K. He's done videos for the baby.
Yeah.
The Rock. DL Smooth. It don't even matter. He got these moves. So we're here today trying to, pick our minds. We've had a crazy decade from 2010 to 2019, and 2020 has gone off to a wild start. So we figured, why not just talk about everything? Because our experiences individually and collectively have brought us to this wonderful episode. So Mr. One and Only, Cousin Skeether, let's start off with you. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good. So tell me about you, because you've had a whirlwind year. Just a few years ago you were, working the family business. Now look at you, global superstar, international mogul. Making all these moves. Inspiring us young Ghanaian entrepreneurs left and right, Africans all around the world. So what's going on?
Thank you. I want to say thank you. Start. Thank you.
The thanks is mine.
I've just been working and grinding.
That's beautiful.
All my life.
That's beautiful.
So I can't complain.
That's awesome. And Bob, thank you for having us here.
Of course.
You put us on this beautiful platform. I was part of the Jiggy Show last season. Or was it
Yeah, last season. You were on the second episode. And he was on the fourth or fifth episode.
And now look, it's growing
Really?
more and more.
So, that was last year.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah.
Time flies now. Look at us.
And we are back like good crack.
Right.
We are back.
And we got the the Ghanaian Hulk himself, Omar.
Master.
Also ravenous. He be ravenous to the
Look me up on Instagram, O_SO_RAVU.
He can't spell his name.
Oh, wow. He hasn't gone schooling. He didn't go schooling. He didn't go schooling.
But it's okay. But yeah, I mean, like I said, let's have an open forum. We've had, like I said, it's been a wild decade, wild year. You know, from coronavirus, here we are drinking Coronas all casual.
Shout out to Corona.
I'm the only one not drinking Corona.
What you drinking?
Huh?
Oh.
Yeah.
Janet.
Janet.
Hey.
Janet.
Who's Janet?
Don't listen to
that. Your face.
So, what? Wow, that's wild.
Woman.
This is the kind of show you run.
This is the kind of show you're running.
Oh yeah,
you're the host. You can't allow this behavior to go on.
Oh yeah, guys, professional. So it was funny because one episode that we had discussed was what makes a person a whore, and for me, I was like, there's no better person to ask.
Oh my god.
Than you three, because what? You know, I mean,
I'm not a whore.
No, I mean, I'll be real
Let
with
me
you.
tell you something.
All right,
that is the most disrespectful thing I've ever had.
Hey, you know what I was thinking about today though?
Yeah.
I was watching.
Porn?
No, that was last night.
Okay.
I was watching a soccer game, right?
Okay. Who was playing?
Liverpool.
What's your team?
Liverpool, you know, you a Bayern Munich fan.
Oh.
We beat them in the last championship. Hey, but yeah, I was watching the soccer game and I saw this girl in the crowd. The camera panned to the crowd, and you know we had just won the game and everybody was singing this shit. And this girl had them teeth. You know them teeth. When the girl sucked too much. She got a crazy overbite. The teeth coming out like So I was thinking like, she looked like she sucked a lot of dick. And then I was like, how come women? That's a thing against women that they suck a lot of dick. Why don't men ever get caught off of eating a lot of pussy?
I just asked this nigga today. I just asked this nigga the same question today.
That stigma.
Yes.
Okay.
Look, I just asked this nigga the same.
May I?
Please, I'm sorry.
You're
Got a little too excited. Got a little too excited.
So you just said she had dick sucking teeth.
Right. Which is fucked up.
But
which is fucked up on my part.
But my thing is, what are vagina eating lips and teeth?
I don't know.
So,
I don't know what they. I'm just saying it's a stigma against women. For all you know, she probably don't suck dick. Yeah. But her mouth don't look like that from sucking dick. But that mouth type has a negative connotation.
But you created that thing. You said I saw her. Nothing. Society did. You said I saw her and she had dick sucking teeth.
Because that's what society has bred us to think. That when you see a woman with a mouth like that and teeth like that, oh, she's sucking a lot of dick. Yeah. Maybe she just had dental problems from her childhood. Never got them shits fixed. She never got braces. You feel me? And she grew up with them, and now her teeth fucked up.
So, but did you think she sucked a lot of dick when you saw her?
Automatic. That's because that's what society has bred us to
brainwashed us to think, bro.
To being judgmental. You feel me? That's what it is.
So what do you think, Bob? Because you felt some type of way about this.
Yeah, I felt some type of way because going to your original question, when you said would make somebody a whore, and I asked this dude, Akil, the man behind the camera, I asked him, I was like, yo, can virgins be hoes? And then he was like, if they're sucking a lot of dick. Yeah, referring to women. But then I was like, no one says anything when guys are out there just eating endless pussy.
Wait, are they? Never mind. I'm gonna say, are they still virgin if they're sucking dick?
Yeah, I think oral sex is oral sex. So I feel like we gotta define what these levels are because I feel
penetration.
Yeah, penetration is
what's.
I disagree. I think once you say the line of sex, oral sex, vaginal sex, anal sex,
it's a sexual activity.
You are no virgin.
It's a sexual activity, but it's.
So let me ask this $1 million question. What makes a person a whore? Because now we're talking sub levels. You can have virgin whores.
That's
you
what
can
I'm saying.
Have whore, or in my opinion, whores. You can have sexually active whores and all that. So what makes a person a whore?
If you fucking along with all these people, you all.
But what if you're not fucking though? But what if you're not fucking?
What am I at? I'm on one too.
Are you hosting? Okay. Special privileges, baby.
Wait, but what if you're not fucking though?
Well, you guys just said
you still.
But then you go, okay, because you just said sucking dick isn't sex, even though it's oral sex. So like you have to figure out what's defined as what. Because me, I feel like especially for females, you know, sexual liberation doesn't make you a whore. It makes you someone that wants to know what you like. You know what I mean?
But how much is sexual liberation?
You have to figure out what you want.
Like
why are
100
we-
dicks?
But I mean,
What's the line?
No, but like,
what's the line?
but let's put it in retrospect. You're taught to be a virgin when you get married with this guy that's been sleeping with all these women. He's pounding you left and right, and you're forced to like it because, well, that's what it says, and you're not supposed to have an opinion. No, you have the right to say, I like this, I don't like this, and you're not gonna experience it with one. Maybe you'll be blessed, and you will, but maybe you have to go around the block just the way that man did that you're with. So
that sounds like a little.
it sounds how
It sounds a little like you only doing it because he did it type of thing.
or you're absolutely. He knows what he wants based off his experiences. Why are you not allowed to have these same experiences?
But you don't do stuff just because somebody else is doing it.
But I'm saying is if you only see one thing, you only know, like, that's my whole point. Like, it's not based off the fact that he did it, but the fact is he was able to do it. Why
can
isn't
I
she?
do it?
Why can't she?
No,
not a reflection of him doing it, but the reflection of why is there a stigma? And I like to say that's why I feel like a female sexual liberation shouldn't define her to be a whore, because you know what I mean. You don't know what you like until you've had what kind of ice cream you like.
Vanilla.
I don't think that's a good example either, though, because you can be like, if you're a straight dude, you can be like, you don't know what you like until, and then you'd be like, if you try men, you know.
I don't think.
What did you say?
No, listen.
Wait, no, hold on. That shit
Hold on.
Wait, hold on.
Real quick. Hold on.
Back the truck up.
Side note.
Back it up.
Hold on. To the LGBTQ plus minus community, no disrespect towards y'all.
Yeah,
However,
What did you say?
you saying I like a man is completely different than saying I
Wait,
like
no,
this
hold
and
on.
that.
Tell me. What did you say?
He said you don't know what you like until you try.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, all right, you can say that about a straight dude, but like how straight are you if you don't try it?
But we're not talking about we're not talking about sexual identity. We're not talking about sexual identity. We're talking about being a whore.
Okay,
Those are two different things.
All right, word.
If you say, hey, I like this guy, that's not you being a whore. That's you being.
You had to throw that shit in there.
I had to.
You just had to throw that shit in. Remember that shit in the You just had to throw that shit in
So
there.
let's rewind. So why don't you ask the question that you asked us?
No, I can't ask that question.
Okay, I'll ask.
No, I cannot.
No, because y'all want to bring it out to the public. No, why are we holding back? You want to bring it out? You want to make these side comments? Where'd it come from?
Look, you about to ask the question and nobody about to answer.
Nobody has answered because I'll read what I wrote. I'll read everything I wrote. Like,
No, the whole point of that question, you guys took it the wrong way.
no, we didn't. How
Yeah,
we
you
figured it
did. All right, so like,
out? What is your
No.
fascination with gay people?
no, there's no fascination.
Are you sure?
I-
Because it seems like you've been
I-
really bringing. You've been
No,
trying to.
I
push
brought
this.
up that question for a reason.
Are you-
Alright, because like the reason is
Are
this
you
like
exploring?
no, like society. Alright, let's just put. I'm gonna paint this picture right here. You guys can volunteer to put your opinion or not. I'm gonna paint this picture. So society, from jump, sees gay men as less of a man. Can we agree to that?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
depends-
Come on, let's be realistic.
Well, it depends on
Society-
What culture? But it depends on what culture.
What culture are we in right now?
Yeah.
Where are we?
No.
Especially
I
African.
I agree.
Yeah. All right, so like, let's just get that straight out of the way.
That's a universal.
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
universal.
okay.
So let's just get that out of the way. So that's one thing.
Hold on. You were born in Northern Virginia. Stop.
What are you talking about?
Speaking in normal tone, you were born here. You went to college here.
Because in Skeether, you gotta stay in character.
You had a full education here.
Alright.
You took ESL.
All right, sir.
You
Sorry.
understood. You know how to speak. You
blew
speak
my cover.
properly. There you go.
Gosh.
There you go.
All right.
Alright, so that's one thing. That's straight out the bat. So we can all agree to that.
Thanks.
And the second thing is like the whole point. It was like I asked that question being that like I want to know your guys' opinion because like if two dudes get married and one decides to stay at home, is he viewed as a less of a man because he can't provide?
Listen.
No. I'm not done. Hold on. I'm not done.
Hold on.
Alright.
I have two things to say.
Alright.
One, gender roles in society have nothing to do with what's considered to be a
No.
whore. Two, I thought we were going to discuss what was in that group chat. So
You
why
brought
did
it up.
No, you brought it up.
He
No.
brought it up and then you pushed it out.
Yeah, he did bring that question up because he brought it up. That makes sense. First of all, I'm the one hosting the show. I can bring up what I
Let
want
me
to
tell
bring
you
up.
something. This is what exactly
Talking
happened.
in normal voice. Talking in normal
Alright,
voice.
this is
Talking
what
in normal
exactly
voice.
happened, sir.
Jeffrey. Blowing that man's cover.
Bob brought out the boulder. You pushed the boulder out to the cliff.
So,
And now you want to. It was your fault. I blame you.
then you know what? You can say I provoked the conversation, but it's a conversation that needs to be had
You
because.
know what? I got the answer. I got the simple
Go ahead.
answer.
Go ahead.
You said men look at gay men.
No. Okay, so
Society looks at gay men as less than a man.
less of a man.
So why the fuck does it matter? He's already viewed as less than a man. So why would it matter if he's staying at home? The stigma's already, that label's already been put on him.
Yeah, but that's my whole point. It's not okay to label somebody else.
I know it's not okay.
Yeah.
But
So that's
society.
Yeah, but that's where the question was going. Because if, like, say I replace gay men with women, society wouldn't have any problem with it.
Yeah, because women are supposed to be nurturers.
Why can't men be nurtured?
Hey, that's just how it is, man.
No, that's not. That's my whole point.
The whole world is based off of double standards.
It's based off of double standards and prejudices. I can't even speak. Prejudging, and that's just life. You feel me?
Edit to that.
Ain't no damn edit. Fuck it. Fuck it. People get their tongues tied. That's just how it is, man. It sucks, but it is what it is.
It goes back to the question: what is? Because I feel like this is turning layered. Well, what is defined for a person to be a whore? Because it seems like
man, woman. If you're a man or a woman, it don't matter. If you out here fucking multiple people every week, that's some fast shit, man.
But what if you're not fucking?
But you just said
That's some fast shit.
What are you
If
doing?
you sucking dick left or right, that's some fast shit.
Sex.
That's a you. Okay, I guess we gotta
measure this. What's worse and what's okay?
Okay, hold on. Let me ask you this. So,
you can't be out there sucking every dick, man.
No
Sucking every
no
pussy.
disrespect.
But this dude out here eating endless pussy though.
Hold on, and they're whores.
Doing that shit.
How about
eating booty?
No disrespect to this. Taylor Swift. Remember there was a point Taylor Swift had a different man every other week.
Was she fucking though?
I would assume so.
It's probably just dating.
No, I'm pretty sure she's
One
fucking.
platonic dates.
Why did you say Megan?
Huh?
Megan is more current.
Megan Thee Stallion?
Maybe it is.
She's the one that's more current than...
Then, okay, so if you're in a relationship and you're fucking, but your relationship doesn't last, are you a whore?
Whoa, what?
No,
Well, if you're in a relationship,
You get what I'm saying?
you're not a whore.
You get what I'm asking?
But that's... Never really thought
If you
about
jump a relationship left and right,
Are you a whore? Or are you just an idiot?
Shit.
That's some whore shit.
That's some whole shit.
Wow.
Why?
You don't go in a relationship.
That's a cheat code, actually. That's a
Let me-
cheat code. That's a safety net.
But let me tell you
Before the niggas in 4 months.
But let me tell y'all something.
Come on, man.
That's a safety net. though.
Nah.
That's some whole shit.
But that's a safety net.
But
You
let me
can't,
tell you
you
something.
can't call her a hoe.
I bet you, as many times she's been doing that, she probably let him crack before they were even in a relationship.
Facts.
So that is
That's whole tendency.
Or is it I expect a future? Like maybe your standards
After two times.
If I'm a guy and you let me crack that quick, you let me split them cheeks that quick, ain't no goddamn future.
You don't think Kim let Kanye crack?
Like the chances of a future have been lessened.
So you
Because what I was working towards,
so you don't think Kim
has already been given to me.
you don't think Kim let Kanye crack beforehand?
Well, shit, man, that Ray J shit was already out there.
So and now they're married with 4 kids, happily ever after. So
I think it depends
Huh?
on people.
So you
But
then
the
you
preference,
already
that's the preference.
that's the thing. You already had it in your head. You saw the girl on TV. She has dick sucking teeth. You already had it in your head. Oh, if you let me crack.
Because it's always been a joke.
But
It's always been a
hold
joke.
on. If you let me crack before, you're a hoe. But then at the same time, like that's also you as an individual.
So what side of the fence are you on this issue?
Me personally.
Yeah, we want to hear him. Go ahead.
Because you're not giving no answers.
Because I'm a host. I'm asking questions.
That's why you want to be a host.
No, honestly.
Well, if you're a host, you're doing too much talking to be a host. You can't be a host and be doing all that
First of
talking.
all, have you seen the Steve Harvey show? He talks a lot. He'll overtalk you. So let's not.
My brother, he has audience. And sometimes he's going to let that.
So
I think-
you got to give answers.
Okay, I think honestly speaking, the
I know you like hoes, so
who
so
like
you on the side of the hole.
No, I don't. I think. Well, first of all, I think the word "hoe" should be removed from our vocabulary as men.
And what should we call them?
Huh? Females. So that like.
No, hoe doesn't mean
Hold
female.
on,
though.
female.
It's male or female. You're right. I apologize for that. That came up. But I think the reality is we have certain society standards that have been instilled with us for decades that we need to remove. We need to break these barriers down that express that both sides of the fence doesn't make you a whore or anything like that. Like I think sexual liberation, like I said.
Oh my God, you're in love with this. I love it. Keep going.
I'm sorry.
I mean, Oscar, you've been talking about this sexual what is it? How do you say it?
Sexual liberation.
Sexual liberation. So like for you.
So I think where I'm conflicting with these things are, let's say a person is feeling emotional they're trying to fill a void and their mentality is that sex or physical affection is the only way to do so.
Okay.
Well, you would assume that they would have more partners because of it, or they'd be more engaging to have more partners because of it.
Okay, that's fair.
But-
That's a fair assumption.
But are they considered a whore, or are they considered misguided?
They can't do it with one.
But what I mean, I
They
think.
can't do it with one.
But if
that's a great point.
no, and that's a great question. But
That's a great point.
if the person that you're a process manipulating it just to get what they want, well, it just kind of fuels it. Like a person's intention, like you said, if someone gave details, you don't expect someone to give details about your intimate life with that person that's being spread around. You also don't expect the person you lay with to leave the next day. But if they know that they're playing on your emotions.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
It
Tinder
happens all the
and all
time.
that shit.
And it happens frequently.
But
That's why I
then,
brought that up.
but then it goes back to intent. Are you a whore for that, or are you just?
For the what, exploitation or the number of times you?
Well, yeah, the number of times you fell for the trap or the
Yes,
same
because fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So you're hard.
Word.
You are hard.
Omar, you've been pounding
in
this.
your middle
You've been pondering this.
in your middle and high
Please.
school days, were you considered a whore or?
Ooh.
Man, I was virgin all high school, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
I was afraid of one. I didn't know what to do with a woman.
Oh,
Full
wow.
celebrate.
There were some girls that wanted to give it up to me. I didn't know what to do.
Word. I respect that. I respect the honesty.
So,
I had no idea what to do with a female.
Okay.
Well, so let me ask you guys this:
Okay.
and this is individually, did anybody have a hoe phase in their lives? And,
That's what I'm saying.
and
What is
if-
that, though?
So, and if you did, how did you define it? Just completely transparent. Like, did you have a whole phase? Did you have a whole phase? Did you have a whole phase?
Honestly, I don't think I have because I don't think I had.
Okay.
I was always a good guy,
Okay.
raised by a female mom.
So you're trying to say that if you're who, you're not good?
Ooh,
Ooh.
Is that what you're trying to say?
that's plot. No, I was saying that I wasn't being sexual. I wasn't being sexually active. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Not to that degree.
You're talking about like when you're in high school.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's high school.
No, I'm okay.
If it's high school-
Period. Have you ever had a whole phase?
How many people is a hoe?
No. I'm asking. That's the thing. I'm asking you, Bob. Have you had a whole phase?
Did I feel like a hoe? No, I never felt like a hoe.
Omar, have you
I
ever
don't
had a whole
think so.
phase?
I never felt like a hoe.
Have you ever had a whole phase, Omar?
It's a whole phase.
When
I'm asking
like,
you.
when you
no,
feel dirty,
No, like
you're having
but
sex
that's
and
the
you're
thing.
like,
Like,
oh my god.
I can't answer that for you. So like, for your like, did you ever feel like, man, like I'm being a hoe right now, or
Yeah, you
even
feel
reflecting
dirty.
back, man, I was a hoe then.
See, there's two ways to look at this shit.
Let's go.
Let's break it down.
They say yes or no.
You can look at yourself as a whole in terms of how many people you're sleeping with,
Okay.
Okay.
or then you can look at yourself as a whole if you're just messing around with one person and you're doing some wild shit. You're just doing some.
Wait, so what you do can make you a hoe too?
Some people might look at it that way.
But no, what do you look at it as?
More so the body count.
So were you ever a hoe in your opinion?
And how long was the phase?
It's a great question.
There's a lot. See, this question. There's no right or wrong answer for this question.
But we call people whores, so there clearly is a criteria.
There's a judgment,
There's
yeah.
a criteria that we go through. So how come we can't apply it to ourselves? Because I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but like you see, like you're kind of unraveling and subcategorizing. But how come that whore over there can't get that same luxury?
Ooh.
Fuck it, she can. I'm saying he can, she can.
Uh-huh.
For me, it's not a she thing.
Okay.
It's both.
It's not gender.
It's not tied to one
Yeah.
sex.
They.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Hey,
But back to the.
here's the most important thing to me. Like,
Okay.
You haven't
if you
answered the
fucking
question.
around a lot, just protect yourself.
That's not.
Fuck it.
Are you a whore? Did you ever have a
I'm
whole
a
phase? Did you ever have a whole phase? This is Omar. Your opinion, your thoughts. Did you ever have a whole phase? Yes or no?
Maybe.
Okay. Fair enough.
Maybe.
Why did you say maybe though?
Yeah, fair enough.
Why did you say maybe? Like bodies? How many
Hey,
bodies?
y'all asking too many fucking
Alright,
questions.
hey, this is my job. That's why you're here.
Cousin Skeether. From the village in Kumasi to now, have you ever had a whole phase?
Let me tell you something. I was born in Bronx, New York. That's one.
What?
So if you're saying Kumasi, I've never had the whole face.
Have you ever had a whole phase period? From the Bronx, New York to now.
Me personally, I feel like I haven't had a whole face.
Okay.
Word. Okay, all right. So like to my next question, since none of us have been hoes, and let's just say you meet a.
Let me stop lying.
Yo, this guy. Who's y'all? This coming from the guy that said maybe. This coming from the guy that said maybe
because my body count may not be high for some people.
Exactly.
It may be too high for others.
You said maybe. You say no. You say no. So like I think it's subjective.
But it's a personal thing, right?
But is it? Because again, we categorize others as such.
I'm thinking whole face. I'm thinking like I'm smashing like at least 12 bodies a year. I'm not. I had never in my life done that.
So now, are you setting the bar so high that you're exempt because because like for real. Because no. I'm not trying to be funny because like you mentioned the high school thing about 10 people blah blah blah. But I'm like, well, that's cool. But you just said 12.
No, 10 people in 4 years is cool. 10 people in a year is not cool in my book. 10 people in 4 years is super cool.
Okay.
So 10
People.
people.
That's a lot of bodies, man.
In 4 years?
No, in a year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but I've heard crazy shit that people have, you know.
But there's people in certain positions that do have the power to
do that. Exactly.
Yeah,
Explore that. That's
yeah.
sexual exploration that you were talking about.
Like I would personally consider Dan Bilzerian to be a whore.
Oh yeah.
What is that?
Oh, for
What the
sure.
fuck is that?
Wow.
Oh.
What do you mean? Like
Yeah,
One of the richest motherfuckers in the world.
He's a whore.
Well, not rich.
he's
Oh, the
influencer.
dude. Okay, him. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking
Like
about.
he literally has, from what I hear, like a social media manager to be like, yeah, pull up to these girls, and obviously you know the business. So I would consider him to be a whore, but he also like embraces that role.
Yeah, but that's a different type of level of wholeness, though.
So we
That's
have
some legendary.
Yeah, that's like Super Saiyan.
I'm not saying legendary in a good way.
way.
I'm just saying that shit is exceptionally
Yeah, no one is doing
above
that.
and beyond.
Yeah, not no regular.
That ain't
people
no regular shit right there.
okay.
Yeah.
So to put you on the spot again, sorry.
We gonna stop for
No, because it's really interesting that you said that. Like, to some people, it may be considered hoes, to others not. What did you like? Reflecting back on life, what did you like? Again, on unfiltered, do you think you now being the man you are back then, you had a whole phase? Like, not the maybes, the yes or no.
Nah.
You don't think so? Why not? Because I feel like you'll be transparent and like these two.
Whoa.
Oh, I'll be transparent.
Yeah, like
Because you usually I'm only messing with one girl
for a long period of time. Yeah.
for a pretty considerable amount of time.
Okay.
Months at a time.
Okay.
Not just boom, 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 boom. Not yeah. So.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So like my next question, because we were talking about earlier, and we mentioned Kim K. Some of us, and a lot of us, society, before she got married to Kanye, people would consider her a hoe. Or even Amber Rose for a second. Let me just throw her in there. She even had a campaign whole life. Oh, hold on. But
The slut walk?
Yeah, the slut walk and all that stuff. But my question is, can you turn a hoe into a housewife?
Kim Kardashian wasn't no hoe, man.
Kim Kardashian, I don't think Kim Kardashian was a
She wasn't a
hoe.
hoe.
I think she was just.
I think the fucking sex tape that came out.
She had sex with her
No, I
partner.
mean, she had like endless dudes.
No,
though.
she didn't.
I can name a few. I can name a few.
But she's with those dudes.
She was with him in committed relationship.
But also earlier, you guys said
She was
if you're bouncing through relationship to relationship.
But she wasn't
constant.
constant. She's almost 40.
That
She
happened over
dated
the span of
Nick
years.
Cannon in her 20s. She dated Ray J in her 20s. She married Chris Humphries. She
Bow
married
Wow.
that other dude.
Bow Wow.
But what's your point?
Reggie
That,
Bush.
like,
Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush.
For
She was
years.
married though. That was married.
Yeah, how about that?
And then the game allegedly, but like that was never. I'm happily committed.
Oh, my bad.
And she was with Kanye, and now they have 4 kids. So it's like you can't. I don't think Kim K is a hoe. It's just she had a sex tape that was put out to the public. And
Yeah, but at that point, everybody was calling her a hoe.
yeah, but that's
Because of the tape.
that was a tape.
See, that's society, John.
Have you ever recorded a sex act?
Nah.
Hey, bro. But hey, bro.
You've never recorded
You
anything.
fucking lying.
You've never.
boy.
Wait, have you ever gotten a nude?
Well, that's different.
Stop. No, it's not. Have you ever
Getting
gotten
nude and recording a sex
Okay,
tape
have you ever gotten a nude? Have you
It's
ever
a huge gap.
Have you ever gotten a nude?
Yeah.
So if that nude got leaked, would she be considered a whore? The girl that sent it to you?
Because of society, yes.
To everybody else, but not to me.
Okay. Well, I guess you.
But that's what I was talking about, exploitation.
Society, bro.
Remember when I was
I'm telling
saying,
you.
when you're exploited, you look more of a hoe? Kim K was a perfect example.
Word. But in that sense, let's just, like, alright, so I guess fuck Kim K. Can you turn a hoe into a housewife?
Nope, I don't believe it.
Why?
I never believe
That
it.
depends on the individual, man.
I never believe
I mean,
Why don't you believe
because
it?
what's
You
the
know,
point as a hoe?
yes, you look.
No, hold on. Let's hear what he says.
Nobody can turn nobody into nothing. It's up to that individual.
Facts.
If
Facts.
you find
Facts.
themselves in a certain
Facts.
situation,
Facts.
if a hoe,
Up to the individual.
if a hoe, man or woman, been fucking all their life and they finally meet somebody
Yeah.
that they vibe with, and they fuck with that person, they really fuck with that person, they'll settle down for that person.
Yeah.
You can't turn nobody into nothing.
I know, but could you be in that situation where you know the fact that let's just say you fall in love with somebody that had a history?
I wouldn't go after nobody. I wouldn't go after somebody that all they've been doing is fucking around. Personally, I wouldn't go after somebody. There's people out there. There's fucking porn stars that's married in marriages.
That's a job.
outside
I see
their
that.
job,
I actually see that a little different.
No, Manuel Ferrari. Because my thing is perfect. Manuel Ferrari. He wants to tell his wife, "Yeah, man, you can't be fucking on camera no more. You know what you're doing is hoish. So why would you tell your wife to do the same?"
Whoa.
Manuel Ferrari.
Who's that?
He's a porn star.
He did what?
He met his wife off porn. They got married, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna keep shooting. You need to stop this."
No,
What's his name?
Manuel Ferrari.
What the fuck is this?
He's a porn star.
What the fuck kind of porn you watch?
Yo, what? Why are you googling his name?
I ain't never heard of this dude. Who he Middle Eastern?
5-time AVN Performer of the Year. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to give him an award. I'm gonna lie here.
I don't know who the fuck that is. I ain't never heard.
You know who Lex Steele is?
Everybody know who that is.
Okay, so then alright, whatever. So,
Anyways,
so I wanna base off that feed off you, because remember the time we talked last season about, you know, basically hoes, but like, you know, you go to someone's area and they may have a history and you feel some type of way, but then like if they were here,
it'll be completely.
it'd be completely
That's
new.
that was my
So
whole
I
reason for
think-
bringing that question up.
So my thing is like, to what extent are you willing to dig in their future or their past? You know what I mean? Like, because you can meet this girl here at DC
and she's
time of your life,
clean slate.
and now you're like, okay, you know, she wants to go to her college, da da da. Oh, you was dating now? And then what are you gonna do then? Because at that point, you know,
You're already in love. You're already in love.
Geolocation hoism isn't, you know, I feel like that plays a huge factor.
And you're already in love in that
Man,
point.
this shit is all subjective, bro.
But is it? Because you're
Yeah,
not
'cause
gonna know. Like I said, if somebody is from a different area and you meet
Yeah,
them, but then if you go to that area and you find out about their past, what are you gonna do then?
but you never truly know who somebody is until they come out and let you know.
So every story has a story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then at that point, like you said, you couldn't personally do this, but then if you hear otherwise after a time period, would you walk away or would you be able to stay?
Oh man. There's there's some shit you gotta be in to figure out.
I think because
It don't matter what you say here.
Okay, word.
Unless you're in that position,
Word.
that's when you have to make a decision on that.
Word. But do you believe people can change though?
Of course.
It's simple as that.
Yeah.
Could you
Okay.
accept the change even if the past was as stained as?
Horse.
And I know, like I said, I know you say it. You know, it depends on the circumstance. Like you'd have to be in it, but like based off what you said earlier, like would you be able to believe that change is in front of you?
It depends on how long you've known this person. How they got their past, but then how much time have you spent with them when
You are in love, bro.
Yeah.
You are in love. It doesn't matter how long it is.
Some motherfuckers fall in love after one.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So there's no timetable on
No,
that.
there is no time. But you're already in love. At this point, it's either like continue, maybe marriage,
What type of-
or pull out.
That's some shit you got.
What's
I
that?
feel like in some situations. Let me tell you something. Man. It's just like being a parent. You don't know how it is gonna be until the baby comes. You can't. You think you're ready for some shit, but when the kid comes, it's a whole different situation.
Well,
And that same kind of thinking applies to a whole bunch of other things in life.
well, as a
This
father,
shit that you ask me right now,
Yeah.
I can say whatever right here, but it might be something totally different when it's showtime. I might be in a whole different mindset. I don't know how I'll think. I don't know what decisions I'll make. You can. It's no way to really. It's no way to. I don't know. I feel like the only answer you can give from certain situations is being in that situation.
but I feel like you were so stuck on that answer before, like you were just like no, flat out when we asked like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Then I was thinking about it.
So like,
I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, bro.
No, you
can't-
don't believe.
You can't change a hoe into a housewife.
Why don't you believe that?
It's happened countless times.
But like, it goes back to
But you don't count this time.
Hold on. Let me ask this one question. What is a hoe? Because like I think that like it like
give my example.
we never answered that question. So you're like we can't turn a hoe into a housewife I guess. But you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. But like till this point, what is a hoe?
I gave an example earlier.
Refresh his memory.
Man, look, man. If you fucking around all the time,
Yes.
come on, dog.
Like if
That's
you're
simple.
unfiltered.
That's simple, man.
If you're unfiltered,
we trying to put lipstick on the pig. It is what it is, bro. The sky is blue and the grass is green. If you fucking around all the time, you a hoe, bro.
And you can't stop.
It can't stop if it depends on that individual.
person, yeah.
It depends on that person.
But you just said no, and you said history.
If I'm a fucking around all my life and I finally meet this girl and I'm fucking vibe with her, it'll naturally be something that I want to let go of. That fucking around shit.
That's
You
a
feel me?
fact. That's a fact.
And so it all depends on that individual. You can fucking lead a horse to the riverside, but you can't force that horse to drink. It depends on that horse. If the horse want to drink, he'll drink. Goddammit. If you just want to stand there, he'll stand there and
In
do
this
whatever horses
situation, it's
do.
a whore.
All I'm saying is,
Uh-huh.
I mean, I can kind of agree with him, but that percentage is so low.
What?
Word.
For somebody
Why is it so low?
Yeah.
There you go.
Why is it so low?
In your opinion?
Because it's been proven countless times.
By who?
And by those, that's one. You know what I'm
Wiz
saying?
Khalifa left her though.
But why?
Exactly.
No,
He
he
could've
left.
changed her.
He left her so he could be a
Let
hoe.
me tell you something.
He said he was like, I don't
Let
feel
me
like
tell
being.
you
Hold on. He said I don't feel like being married anymore. And
We've
he was
only
fucking
known
around.
about 3 or so men that Amber Rose.
Kanye, Wiz, and the dude
and the
that
dude she's fucking with now.
21 Savage?
Oh, four.
Four.
But that was longer than a year.
If I put a list,
But those relationships.
Bro, we've known of Amber Rose for how many years now? About 10 years?
Yeah.
And she's only been fucking with 4 guys?
I'm pretty sure it's more than that.
And then, but okay.
And why would she have a whole slut walk?
but-
Why would she have a whole slut walk?
And wasn't Wiz or 21 Savage walking with her saying I'm a slut too? So like he was with her.
Look
so,
at him now.
He left eventually. But the whole thing is Wiz said I don't feel like being married anymore. That wasn't a reflection on her. That was I want to be single. Kanye,
We can't fully say that, but yes, yeah.
Kanye dogged her on social media again based off Wiz because they're stupid ass beef. But then he turned around and apologized.
Yeah, I remember.
So then 21, you can just say a relationship didn't work out. So it's like
Okay,
now if in a decade you're in 4 relationships publicly that we know.
4 ain't shit, bro.
Bro, let me
That
tell you.
we-
Okay, I understand that, but the pies of the what's it called in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? She has a whole. The proof is in the pudding.
He said the pies. Yo, my man is hungry.
I'm hungry. Okay,
Wow.
please. Look, all I'm saying is right. She has a whole slut walk campaign,
Facts.
and I get it. I get why she does it. I don't agree with it. Don't make that face like that's not proof, my nigga. That's major
That
proof.
slut walk campaign was just to stop people from calling women whores.
Rape victims, whores, all that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
so like that's bullshit. Like the word slut was used in such a degrading manner that it's like you don't even know to what context you're using it. Hence why we're having a conversation about whores.
Okay, but
Nothing
but one
is
thing that
sluts.
Omar did say now, 4 is nothing. So it has to be more than 4 bodies.
Bro,
Let's-
four that we know of over 10 years, and in this paparazzi day and age,
It's more than
only
4. It's more than 4.
How do you know?
Do you know?
I can pull it up on my
Pull
phone.
it up, man. Let's see. Because I think the only reason why you probably doing this shit.
So
is
who's the
because-
bigger hoe? The one looking it up, or the one that's living their life?
No,
Like you're real quick to.
You probably.
What do you mean?
You're probably.
What? Go ahead. No, listen to him.
You're probably attributing them news that came out, man, to whore activity.
I'm looking.
We all fucking take news. alright?
Make the Stallion G.
We all take news. That shit ain't horse shit. It's just a part of.
What? Doesn't make you a
No, stop.
On social media?
To your point.
That's
On
what
social media?
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Hold on.
If
I'm talking about the news where she was busting her shit wide open.
What
I'm
was
not talking about her being on social media in lingerie or a swimsuit.
There was times where she let an
Send the book.
emoji cover it. She
that's
let
not nude.
That was some art. That was
Body positivity.
that was more for modeling purposes.
But again,
Yeah,
it goes
What
back.
modeling agencies was she with? What modeling agencies she with?
She's with.
Who? Oh, exactly.
Let me look it up. I'll look it up.
Did you see the news? Did you see the news that came out of her?
No.
If you seen the news that came out of her, that shit that you talking about on social media don't compare.
I understand.
Bro,
that.
she her shit like bro, she nigga
Omar.
like this.
Oh my
Bro,
goodness.
I mean,
Omar. Omar, I get that, and I understand that there's two levels, but the fact that she's doing it and just letting an emoji cover.
Entertainment. She does modeling, but the whole element is.
But the thing is, it doesn't matter if she's putting it on social media and letting.
But then how is that?
But the
how is that
reason,
being a whole?
but think about it. The only reason why she's doing, the only reason why she's putting an emoji or whatever on it is because she doesn't want to get flagged by Instagram. If she wasn't getting flagged,
She'd be put it on Twitter.
That's
She'd
a
be put it on
sign.
Twitter.
That's a hack.
She'd put it on
That's a
Twitter.
hack.
She'd
It's
put
a
it on
big
That's
Twitter.
a hack.
That's a big
Twitter
hack.
lets porn in.
So then why is she doing it there?
Because she's probably doing
Man, that shit not a whole.
But,
man,
okay, maybe-
that shit doesn't make her a whole.
Okay, so
man.
news don't make you a whore.
No.
Even if it's for the public.
Bro, that shit was.
Hold on, hold on,
that shit should be
ESPN has a whole body issue.
Hold on. Okay. So if you had a significant other, right,
I like this.
exploiting that on social media,
I like this.
that's not whole tendencies. You're okay with that?
Bro, if that's who you chose to be with, that's who you chose to be with.
You, not that. I'm talking
If I
about you.
choose to be with somebody that's putting pictures like that on social media, I have accepted that.
You know exactly
I have
what you signed up
accepted
for being with
And
certain
I know
people.
that's what I signed up for. If I knew that's who she was, and I didn't think that she was a hoe, so I got with her.
What if she blindsided you and she told you that's who I am?
Speak the truth.
No. What if she blindsided you and she posted and then you told her to take it down, but she's like, no, this is who I am. Nah.
That's different. I didn't know that.
You should have done your due
Okay,
diligence.
then how do you act in that situation?
Like, yo, I don't fuck with that shit. Like,
Yeah.
you doing too much.
So that is whole.
This whole attitude changes.
But for no, this is not no
okay.
thank you.
Yeah.
This is who Amber Rose is.
Word.
This is who she's been. She was a stripper, she was a go-go dancer, and now she's
So,
doing this modeling
I guess
shit.
what-
She's been like that all her
I know
life.
it was Black China.
Does nude modeling make you a hoe?
Bro, being a stripper don't make you a hoe.
I don't know that individual.
Wow. But you're
What I'm saying is, like Amber Rose,
you don't know.
you
the
can
individual.
follow her journey.
Word.
I don't know models' journeys like that. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Like I don't know them. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to personally know them.
to call them a hoe.
I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like if they're messing around with other people and I don't know them, you know what I'm saying?
So I guess so going back to my previous question in the beginning, the unknown doesn't qualify you as a hoe. Because the more you don't know, you can't place a judgment on that individual. Regardless how many bodies they have.
It's a very tricky subject, don't get me wrong, but it's like, I don't know. That's how I see it, you know what I'm saying? Most people that are defending it, I know damn well they would not want their significant other doing that. Let's be real.
That's a fair point.
I mean,
They-
that's an unfair assumption.
That should depend on the individual.
Individual,
man.
yeah.
It should depend on the
I'm
individual.
talking about the people that are defending it.
Depend on what?
Like Amber Roseisms.
Yes.
If I knew my partner was like, hey, this is what I want to do, and I said okay, at that point, like, it's fair game.
Okay,
People make a hoe.
Is poor whole tendencies?
Who?
Porn.
Porn? Whole tendencies?
It's being a porn star.
Yeah.
Or porn
Yeah, doing
industry.
porn. Why you talk? Outside. Yes or no?
That can be
Manual
sexual
Ferrara.
liberation.
Fair. No, I mean, because it goes back. I think it's like it's such a weird topic, and I think for myself the argument isn't per se what it is. It's kind of you're so quick to label this to be a whore. You're so quick to label this to be a whore, but then it's like, well, when it gets flipped, it's like, well, we don't know. Like, well,
Flipped what as far as genders?
not gender, but like you know Amber Rose's journey, quote unquote, but like.
You know a porn star's journey too, though.
I mean, we know they're fucking on camera.
Yeah.
So does that? I mean, it's a yes or no question, like you said.
Is Tiana Trump a whore?
Yes.
Why?
She claimed
Because
that shit, bro. She claimed that shit.
she embraces.
Bro, she claimed that
She
shit.
says I'm a whore.
She claimed that shit, man.
She says that?
Yes.
All the time.
She literally says I'm a filthy.
But most porn stars say they're whores.
Hey, so you say, you is what you is.
Okay. Granted, if they don't say it, but they're doing the exact same thing,
Facts.
are they whores?
Facts.
Yes or no?
Facts.
So that goes back.
Hey,
no,
yes
no,
or
no,
no?
because nobody answered my question. It goes back to that intent thing. Because I'm like, if someone, like I said, if someone literally feels a void, and you said shame on, yeah. I can't even talk. I'm so tongue tied. Fool me once, yeah, all that stuff. But like, if you are trying to fill a void and you are sexually active because you don't see better, I don't consider you being a whore. Personally speaking, working with the mental, you know.
Okay,
else but that's the same action of quote unquote this person that's fucking everyone, right?
Does that make it right?
I didn't say it makes it right.
I'm
but
just
I think
asking.
making it right and making it understandable are two different things.
Because we could twist this whole subject
Go ahead.
and go with the freaking Aaron Hernandez and Fernandez. That dude, you know, he had some mental stuff going on, but it didn't make it right for him to just randomly kill people. You know what I'm
Yes, they
saying?
did, but remember he was so homophobic until the point he came out, I'm gay.
He never came out and
His-
said
Apparently his brother
his
came out,
brother did.
his brother and mom.
His brother-
Remember?
I mean, his brother can speak for him, first of all.
They did?
Yeah,
his
apparently
brother did.
his brother and mom said, yeah, he came out to be gay.
Yeah, but then he was already dead. I know what you're talking about.
Wait.
Yeah.
I missed that
It's,
part.
it's, yeah, recent
Yeah.
interview.
It's been,
Yeah,
it's
it's
been
a
recent
recent
interviews.
interview.
It
So
wasn't part of the documentary?
no.
Oh, that's what I did.
So okay, let's just go at face value and say they said that. So at what point is it like, okay, you know what I mean? We know there's an issue attached to it, which is why we're getting this reaction. I'm not saying it's okay, but we also know that the beginning and you know the core issue.
I mean, we
also
can't
like you can just be like, yeah, man, I just want to fuck around.
we can't go around diagnosing everybody with a mental illness because
But we
they're
assume,
fucking around.
but we assume everybody. So
Yeah, but then that's what I'm saying. So like,
And everybody has a past. Everybody has something that they're.
that's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta
So it's like,
characterize
you can't
these
really
things.
say that.
Yeah.
Oscar.
That's just a safety net. Anybody can use that as an excuse then.
but a lot of people don't use it as an excuse. That's my point. Like if it is a legitimate reason, I think that needs to be identified. But at the same time, like we also need to recognize there's some people that just like to fuck, and that makes them whores. Like there's two sides. I think we shouldn't write off something just because it's a safety net, the same way that we shouldn't blanket someone just because they did it.
So you're saying they're not whores because they're using it to fill a void. That's what, yes or no?
I'm saying
No! Just say yes or no. Why do you always do that? He always does that. That's his tactic. We want yes or no. Are you a whore if you just have sex just to fill in that void?
What's the void?
That's what I'm
Void-
saying.
so
That's
the
what I'm
void is
saying.
basically
That's
sex.
my question.
So basically, you're empty inside, but you're using
Sex
sex,
to
fill
fill-
the void.
Yeah, that's what
fill that
Oscar
hole.
claims.
okay. So I'm gonna speak from personal
Like-
experience. I'm gonna speak from personal experience.
Okay, all right. Oh, okay.
So-
I like this.
So my girl left me 2009.
Okay.
I'm talking. I was depressed. I was sad. I was empty. So what I do? I literally fucked around, trying to find some meaningful connection. Whatever. The moment, great. The moment you're done, that void feels even bigger. But you can't talk yourself out of it at the time. So now reflecting back, I can say, yeah, the girls I messed with, yeah, Oscar was just being a whore. For me personally, I was like, no, I was going through a dark space. I literally didn't have a solution or an answer.
That's a great fucking point.
So that's my, but that's my whole thing. So,
Okay.
but the whole, and my whole thing with that is, at the end of the day, it didn't make it okay. It didn't make it right. But that's what I thought was my only thing. So it was like I'm intentionally, or subconsciously, intentionally, hurting myself more. But that's all I could see at the time until we eventually worked things out, and that was what I needed, and nothing happened ever since.
Okay, my question is, while you were having sex with
When did
these...
y'all work things up? When did y'all work things up? Y'all broke up in 09. Y'all broke up in 09. When did y'all have that reconciliation?
I mean, it doesn't matter. The mere fact.
Oh, no.
He'll never
Come
answer
on.
yes or.
So
This was 10 years ago, so we,
I mean, she is the mother of my daughter. She is an incredible woman, and
So
That's not what he asked
That's
you.
not what I asked you, man. I need a year, man.
when everything happened, so from 2009 to probably let me say late 2008 to about mid 2010, early mid 2010.
Okay,
What's that?
I'm not saying, but at the same time, like you even said it, 12 people,
So you was a fucking hoe for 2 years.
a year and a half. But I'm not like, and that's the thing. But like that,
my question is, did you feel dirty while you were fucking all these girls?
I felt empty.
No,
So
did
that-
you feel
no,
dirty?
No,
Not
I
empty.
didn't, and that's the thing. So it's like I think because I'm speaking from experience, I can say like I didn't feel dirty. I just felt like, man, like this isn't fixing the problem. What do I do next? Oh, I got to keep going to eventually try to feel this feeling to the point that I was like, whatever. So again, my whole thing is if I talk to those girls, yeah, you were a fucking hoe. Like you left me in the dirt. You did me dirty. For me, it was like, you're right, I did. However, my intention was I was a broken person trying to fix this problem.
Alright, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
A whole different topic again. I'm going back to the killing, all right? Sorry, I'm not a killer or anything. But
don't push you.
right. All right, so basically, right? So, if a person, right, goes killing people just to fill in a void, hold on, just to fill in a void, are they killers? Are they murderers?
School shootings. No, school shootings is the perfect example.
Okay,
Yeah, school
so
shootings.
if you're trying to fill in a void, right, but you're having intercourse, you're not a hoe.
I think there's a difference between murder and sex, but
I mean, there's a big difference. We all know that.
It's a difference, but you get what I'm trying to say.
I understand.
You
But
was
like,
having sex trying to look for some shit. You was having all this sex trying to look for whatever to fill that emptiness inside of you.
Yeah.
But
you
was
were
I
killing people
but
looking for
labeled
some
as
shit.
It was some whole shit though.
Yeah.
It was some whole shit.
and that's what I said.
all these girls.
No, but that's what I said. I never disputed it.
Your intent wasn't to be a hoe.
And I never disputed it. I even said, I was like, you can ask each of those girls. I'm pretty sure they're like, hey, you're being a whore. For myself, I can say, no, I wasn't for this reason. So it goes back to...
That's just a justification, though.
You were unintentionally a hoe.
Maybe.
No,
and maybe.
Your
And on
intentions wasn't to be a hoe.
And pride aside, maybe.
And your body count just...
And pride aside, maybe that's what it is. But I feel like that's something that needs to be discussed and addressed because, like, it gets serious. Because it's like, you know, when you talk abuse, you talk all these things, well, I'm not saying it's okay, but we know the inception of these issues.
Right. It's alright. You were looking for something and you through that you became a hoe.
Right. Maybe.
So it is what it is. You was a hoe.
That was your whole face.
I don't think so.
That was your whole face.
I think it was
That wasn't your intent, but
Did you ever have a whole face?
No, I asked y'all.
Did you ever have a whole face?
yes.
Yeah, literally. Like,
And I bet you that one wasn't even it right there. So he's had multiple whole faces, man.
First of all, we're not gonna put me on the spot. You guys answered. You guys said no. You said no. You said no. You said maybe. I say. I say NA with an asterisk. That's what I say because I can't because I'm not gonna be. I can't answer that because, like I said, like there's certain factors I think that literally determine actions, and we go straight to the action without recognizing these problems. But then we get upset.
I'm not cool with that, bro.
Like, you don't have to be. That's fine. You don't have to be cool. You don't have to be cool with that.
I'm not cool with that. It's like a girl cheating on you. Be like, oh, I was cheating on you because I felt a void. This is because you felt that void.
Would you be okay with that?
Yeah, that's not cool.
Would you be okay with that?
I'm not saying I'm gonna be.
No, just answer yes or no.
I wouldn't be like, oh no, fuck that. You still have to recognize maybe I caused something.
Oh,
that's my point.
I don't know. I'm not cool with that either, though.
We're literally removing accountability for things. Not to say the individual themselves don't have responsibilities for their actions, but we're also not realizing that there's things that trigger and cause things.
You can say the same thing about. No, you can say
that's playing the victim, though.
Look, you can say this.
And to be fair, there's nothing I've never disputed. Like, I'm not saying that I wasn't a hoe. I'm also saying that this is why I did what I did.
We need yeses or no's so people, the crowd or the viewers can understand. They know what side you're on. We don't want to hear explanations. We want to hear yes or no.
Was that being a hoe?
Yes.
I don't think so. I really don't think so.
Okay, so you say no, right?
I say no. I say I want to be quiet.
This.
Whatever. All right.
No,
I mean, if we disagree.
Omar, what you gotta say? Why you say whatever?
Niggas talk about transparency.
I literally
just... No, you was transparent.
I literally put myself out there to the
general public. To an extent. Hey, you holding around. Okay, alright.
I don't think I was holding around. At the same time, if I was labeled to be holding around, I can't dispute that.
Alright, so like, alright, okay, that's fair. Fair. He was transparent. Oh, my feet. Alright, that's fair.
You can't tell me you doing a show.
Alright. So, where we at? Well, all I'm saying is...
You're a hoe.
Yeah.
You was a hoe.
Straight up.
For a year and a half, you was a hoe.
Yeah, facts.
Fuck it.
Straight up.
And okay, so like, is being a hoe a good or bad thing? How do we translate that?
I'll tell you this.
Generally, it's not viewed as viewed as frowned upon.
You say it's not viewed as frowned upon? It is frowned upon.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, but then like, I guess for the show's case, how do we view it? How do we view it?
Let me tell you something.
If you fucking around, you a hoe, man. Stop that shit.
No, but
is it bad or good or bad?
Yeah.
But let me tell you something, right? If we had children, let's say a daughter
Uh-huh.
that was doing that. Just answer it in that way.
Word. I mean, I would not be rocking.
Is it good or bad? Do you tolerate it?
Are you asking me as a father?
I'm
Yeah.
asking everybody.
What if your daughter had avoided?
No,
she
I'm
couldn't
talking
feel,
all of us.
and she was out here.
Shit, that happened with Lawrence Fishburne, daughter.
Montana?
Yeah. How you know what it is?
Yeah, but like, you said it now, you know
I
what I
don't
mean?
even know her name. I just know Lawrence Fishburne, daughter.
No, so okay. I would say these proper steps are necessary to do, but however, what you do at this point is in your hand. You know what I mean? I think recognizing there is an issue is one of the first things. If she decides to be would I be okay with it? Absolutely not.
No, what if she was already doing those things, but you found out, and she came to you and told you, Dad, I was trying to fill the void, but I did. Timmy and the whole neighborhood.
We would schedule an appointment for Kaiser. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you know, we would you know, talk to a therapist, see what we can do moving forward. But, you know, like I said, I think personally speaking from experience, and you know, God forbid that I ever experience, you know what I mean? Like, I can be rational minded now. You know.
Yeah.
10 years if that conversation happens, like, you know, will I be, you know, a foreign dad and whipper? You know, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be prideful about it, but I would say, like, right now in this sound mind, I'd be like, okay, this is the problem. These are the steps. You know, this is how we identify it. But again, you know, like you said, you know, everybody has to be involved in the situation to fully speak on it.
Austin,
So,
can you answer yes or no? Like,
what do you mean?
tolerable?
Is it tolerable?
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't matter if it's tolerable. If she's doing it.
That was his question. His question was, like, is it okay to be? Is it frowned upon to be a hoe? Like, do you? No,
I think-
no, not society. Don't look at society.
Okay.
Personally,
I think if you know, if you're transparent with the person you're doing, of course it's tolerable. Like, if you're like, hey man, like, you know what this is, like, it's a one-night thing, like, I'm not saying, like,
Oh, so you talk too much.
I'm not,
that's not what I mean. And just say it straight up.
yes, I think it goes down to communication.
Is it bad
to
be a hoe or not? Just don't. No more explanations, bro. Is it bad to be a hoe or not? That's it. We don't want to hear no explanation.
I honestly don't think so.
That what?
I don't think it's bad to be a hoe. I don't.
As long as you're using protection?
Why not?
I think if you communicate these, like, it goes back to explanation. If you communicate, like, this is a one-night thing, this all this, like, Tinder. Everybody knows what Tinder is. Everybody knows what Tinder's for. Like, these clear-cut boundaries are created and established and spoken on, which, you know, people fail to do. You know what I mean? Like, whether you string someone along with you, whatever. Like, I mean, it's like I said. Like, if you talk about it, you let them know, like, it's a one-night thing. Like,
All right. Would you? All right. Thank you for all that.
I talk too much though. Man, y'all got it.
You do talk too much. That's that shit.
Every question was an explanation with
5 seconds.
Every
and
question.
talk.
Man,
I
y'all got
spent
it.
5
Man,
seconds.
y'all
Done.
got it.
Every
You
single
got here
question.
man.
writing a verbal thesaurus. You out here giving
When it's a thesaurus.
You got here giving presentations, man.
A verbal thesaurus.
A thesis. I said thesaurus. A thesis, goddammit. But yeah.
Yeah. So you wouldn't?
I wouldn't what? No, that wasn't the answer to that question.
Huh?
That wasn't the answer to that question.
Okay, but what is that?
It could be a yes. It could be a no. It don't.
So you can't answer the question?
If you met a girl, y'all was vibing in the club or some shit.
You
met
smashed.
y'all Tinder, y'all
Yeah.
smashed, y'all had a good time,
Yeah.
and a week goes by, 2 weeks goes by, she hit you up.
You have another
Or
great
you
time.
hit her up.
Yeah,
and you
another
have
great
another
time.
good
So that means
Who
no.
knows where that could lead?
So that means no.
What means no?
that means-
What was the question?
So
Like, do you
basically
see
just-
yourself like in pursuing a relationship with somebody that you had a one night stand with?
I couldn't. It depends.
So no. So it's either or basically.
But I
So
talk to
basically,
them.
you're saying that you.
That wouldn't be
can't.
talk.
I don't answer questions. Oscar don't answer questions.
You don't listen.
I don't answer questions.
On.
I don't answer questions.
I give a 2-second answer.
No,
That's
no,
what I'm talking to.
_soul _rappiness. You hear about rants and rambles, whatever.
No,
Man,
don't listen to her.
man y'all miss me with that.
But yeah, so like you that's what I'm saying. We gotta get back to like some form of rules. We can't just be in this gray area dancing.
Think about it. If he says.
There's some rules, man.
If he says.
There's certain rules that you can't make certain rules to certain things in society.
He's basically saying that yes.
He would.
You can. Yes, it's
Yeah.
possible.
It's a possibility.
So that means yes.
No, that means yes.
How much
How?
how much of a possibility and unlikability is it for you?
I can't answer that.
How can you know that unless you've done it?
See, that's
Have you had a one night stand?
Yes.
Has there been potential relationships?
That was it.
Oh, so yeah, that's it then. That's how you feel.
No, but what if I could have had another one and it could have went further than that? Look, man, look. You can't be psychics on certain things. You got to be in the mix before you know which way the wind blowing.
Work.
Even weathermen don't know which way the wind blowing all the time. You feel me?
Yeah.
You just admitted. You just admitted that you can. It's possible. If it's possible,
You're most likely to do
right.
it.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can't be in a
That's
great
not
area.
true. That's not true. Just because something's possible doesn't mean that it's definite.
Right, you're arguing to argue at this point, man. Because what you're saying doesn't make
Bro,
sense.
think about it.
What you like,
How
your
does that
wording,
make sense?
your wording doesn't make sense, and that's
There's a probability of rain tomorrow does not mean it's going to rain.
But does it rain?
It doesn't.
But does it
remove
rain?
the void.
How many
of-
times has the weatherman said it's going to snow and
It
it's going to
doesn't
snow?
remove the void of.
There was
rain,
there was a possibility of snow,
but it
right?
doesn't remove the
Did
void
it
of
snow?
that happening.
But think about it.
It doesn't remove
But
the
it
void.
does remove the void. If there was a probability of it snowing tomorrow and it didn't snow, did it happen? No.
That's
But
kind
there was
of
a possibility.
No. You're looking at it so differently right now.
I'm not.
Yes, because we're talking about a whole general.
He a hoe. I'm a hoe. He a hoe. He been a
Whoa,
hoe.
I'm not a hoe.
Everybody's been it. Everybody's been it. There's no shame.
Look,
You know, we've learned from our past. Nothing wrong with it.